I'm Sergeant Ballistic, but you guys can call me Brian. Thank you for checking out this video. Today I'm going to be looking at a cool product that I hope will be able to make my setup and possibly some of your setups look a lot better. This is the Loctek D7D full motion gas spring dual monitor desk mount. Now that is quite the mouthful, and this is actually quite the expensive product. It's $250 US, and some of you might say that's more than you'd be willing to spend on a monitor stand. But for someone who's already sunk, thousands of dollars into their rig, hundreds of dollars into their desk and cable management, and then a couple more $1,000s on their peripherals, spending $250 in order to get their setup to look a lot nicer might not be all that much money. So let's check it out and see if it's the right desk stand for you. So as I mentioned before, this is a gas spring. That means it has a hovering system for a height adjustability, and this has a ton of adjustability in general. It's made of aircraft grade aluminum. It has some built-in cable management features, a audio/headphone and mic port on the front, as well as a USB 3.0 port. It's got two different mounting options. Comes with a 75 or 100 millimeter VESA mount, and it supports monitors from 10 to 27 inches and up to 22 pounds, and we will definitely be putting that to the test. So checking out the box, I was pretty surprised at how small it was, but was really reassured by how heavy the content seemed. Opening it up, I was again taken aback by how much was included, but with a quick glance at the instructions, I set about putting this together. All in all, I'd say it took me about 30 minutes, and that's with me filming B-roll, so it's probably about half that time if you're not doing filming and stuff like that. I chose the clamp mount option, but a ground-mounted mount option is also available and included. I was pretty pleased at the inclusion of foam inserts to protect your desk, and after finally assembling it and securing it down, I was very happy with the stability that it provided. Taking a first look at the arms and articulation, I was extremely impressed. Before this, I've only used the monitor stands that are included with monitors, which have varying amounts of articulation and like $40 to $50 stands of hugely inferior quality to this. The arms are super smooth to move around, and the gas spring system is just awesome. So for the first test, I decided to go big and mount my LG 34UM65 ultra wide monitor on it. Talking to a Loctek support person, they said it was right at the upper end of their supported weight limit and recommended I choose something else. But I kind of pulled a Linus here and went for it anyway, and the results were very good. I had to tighten up the resistance screws, but after doing so, it held the monitor like a champ. Again, looking at the crazy amount of articulation, I was blown away. Every time in the past I wanted to adjust height, I had to remove the monitors and slide some things around, unscrew things. With these things moving so smooth and being so steady, I don't feel like I have to kind of like get things set up and then never touch it again, as was the case with previous stands I had. I feel good about swinging this out and maybe using it to play some videos while I'm, filming B-roll or something like that, which is awesome. Taking a closer look at how the monitors actually mount to the stand, the more common 100 millimeter VESA mount has these slotted top screw holes. This is absolutely awesome, so you can just partially thread the included thumb screws and slide the monitor on, then tighten the bottom screws and give them all a nice little torque with the included Phillips head ended Allen key, and boom, easy one-person mounting achieved. Now this second monitor is a 27-inch gaming monitor from Acer, and after mounting the ultra-wide from LG, I had no doubts that this would go up nice and easy, and that was definitely the case. I was also very pleasantly surprised at the inclusion of cable management built into the design of the stand. Not a cheap afterthought like with other stands. The plastic routers on the bottom of the arms can be taken off to let you slip monitor cables through them and essentially hide the bulk of your cables inside the arms itself. Now the plastic isn't the most premium feeling plastic, but it doesn't detract at all from the overall looks, and I think the functionality trumps the material that they're made of, and it's just leaps and bounds better than other manufacturers' cheap kind of ring type cable ties. I've had so many of these pop off in moves, and I often have to augment them with Velcro cable ties in addition to the included stuff anyway, so this is absolutely sweet. If you do plan on moving these around a lot, you probably need to purchase some slightly longer cables than what comes stock with your monitor, just so you have some extra room and you can leave some slack so that nothing pulls out of the back of your monitor when you're kind of moving it forward or tilting it or rotating it or whatever. So finally, you got the inclusion of a USB 3 and headphone/speaker and mic inputs on the front. These let out in the rear as cables, and I kind of thought the audio cables were a little short. Personally, I have a couple of different audio interfaces and a couple of different USB hubs and chargers, so I didn't make use of them anyway. So it would kind of be nice if there were the possibility of just completely removing them somehow, maybe like a whole daughter board you can just detach, because I just ended up tucking them into my cable management slots underneath my desk. But if they are beneficial to you, your setup, and your use case, then you can definitely use them to help keep your on-desk items to a minimum and help increase the aesthetics of your setup. And besides the core functionality of this stand, I think the visual benefits to your setup have to be taken into account when considering the price. As you can see in my setup, it allowed me to get rid of this huge large monitor riser in order to give my editing setup a much less cluttered look. So taking all of this into consideration, is this worth the pretty steep $250 price tag? I'm gonna say for me, yes. I've spent probably around $200 on about 3 to 4 different cheaper, less expensive stands, each costing around $30 to $40. But if I would have been able to just buy the bullet and purchase something like this from the get-go, I probably would have been good for pretty much all of my setups for quite a while. It's hard to foresee that, hard to know that, not everybody can afford that up front, but definitely something to consider. So if this is in your budget, I definitely say to take a look at it when you're considering your next monitor stand. If not, don't fret. Loctek has some single arm monitors and some less expensive dual arm monitors, which don't feature quite as much in the cable management and extras like USB department, but definitely worth taking a look at. They've even got some triple monitor variants and wall mounted variants if you're interested in that to help out your setup. I've got links to all those products in the description down below, so go check that out. Also down there is my Amazon affiliate link. If you bookmark that and use it when you buy anything like mic and Ikes or monitor stands or new monitors, I get a small commission and it helps the channel grow, and I can afford new equipment. Like I need new lights because these lights are falling apart, but I really appreciate that. Also in the comments, let me know what you thought of this video. Do you like setup videos? I imagine a lot of you are here and subscribed because you saw my setup video from last year. I do have another setup video planned. As you can see, I'm actually in a new setup because I moved. So if you guys are looking forward to that, give the videos a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down, but try to let me know why. Be sure to follow me on your favorite social media site for more frequent updates on everything I'm doing. Subscribe if you already haven't. Share this video with your friends. Thank you again for watching. I'm Sergeant Ballistic. Peace out.